right path. A black door in the forest isn't here to taunt us, cause it's going nowhere. You gotta move on, cause shadows in the dark are always coming towards you. Red eyes in the night, you put them out of sight. Don't be paralyzed, move on to Nirvana or Shangri-La.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Story Yet Told. I'm your storyteller, Gun, and I can't wait to get started. So, a few things off the top. Our opening is by Unlike Pluto. The song title is Stay and Decay, and honestly, if you haven't heard of Unlike Pluto, I don't know what you're doing with your life because everything he puts out is gold. Now, introductions all aside for that, let's actually do some introductions. Hey guys, you should probably unmute yourself and get into this thing. I faded in early because I wanted to catch you all dancing to Unlike Pluto because it's just that good. So here we are.
I was right into it. I love that song.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I mean, that thing is a banger, and I love it. All right. So, we're going to start with me. Hi, I'm Gun. This is what I do. I like telling stories, and we're playing Invisible Sun. The first time I've gotten to play it, and I've owned this game for
4 years.
4 years. I'm not counting the times I ran it at Gen Con. Doesn't count. Anywho's.
Oh, welcome.
Hey. Thank you for the follow. Starting with Micah. Why don't you go ahead and give us a little rundown?
Character intro or just player intro?
You,
Okay.
the person, the human.
Hi, my name is Micah. I am a longtime tabletop player. I've been playing since I was 14, so about 13 years now. But this is the first time I've ever played a game like this, and to be honest, I have a lot of trouble still wrapping my head around it, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
All right. Next up, let's do Ludo. Hey, buddy. Say hi.
Hey. So I'm Ludo, and I guess I've been playing D&D for like 9 years now, off and on.
Yeah.
I love tabletop gaming, so this is really exciting for me. I love the concepts that are introduced by Invisible Sun, and I really can't wait to dig into this.
Yeah. Kat, would you like to introduce yourself, or do you want to hang on to that?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So I am a total newbie at tabletop games, but I love fantasy and sci-fi, so I was very excited to take part in this. So
Good. Dakota, do you want to do it, or do you want to not do it?
Probably not.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. Vanna, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Vanna. I have almost no D&D experience, but I am super freaking stoked for this. Like Kat, love sci-fi, love fantasy. I am totally ready to completely immerse myself in this.
Nice. Let's go back to Coda. I was mostly joking, but Vanna jumped in there. It was awesome.
It played out so well. This is gonna be such a good game. Yeah, I'm Dakota, and I've been playing. Oh, it's our snot character. I've been playing D&D for, I want to say, about 10 years, off and on. I've DM'd a lot of games, but this is pretty much nothing like what I've done before. So I'm actually super excited to learn something new. And yeah. I'll probably be drinking Dr. Pepper the entire time.
Dr. Pepper.
So,
dude, I have a circle cake slushie, so it's okay.
Ooh, delicious.
That actually sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Alrighty. Last but certainly not least. Certainly not. We got Velvet. Velvet, say hi.
Hi, I'm Velvet. I am a new player, no experience at all. but I do like a lot of fantasy stuff, like Cat and Vanna. So I'm really excited to play.
Awesome. All right. So let's introduce this game because it's kind of niche. Niche is probably a good word for it. So we're playing Invisible Sun. Invisible Sun is a very surreal game. It takes place in what is called the actuality. And in actuality, what we perceive as reality is a lie. So there's that. Try not to have an existential crisis over it. I know I didn't. He said, like a liar. The system is pretty straightforward. It's your basic player declares an action, GM sets a challenge number, and then we roll dice and see if something happens. But there's a lot of other fun little nuancy things under the hood that I get to throw at the players and make them suffer for. But mostly what this comes down to and what I'm most excited for is that this is a game about stories. It is a group collab storytelling experience to the max. It doesn't have a whole lot of focus on excuse me, I can't breathe or talk. It doesn't have a lot of focus on combat, but there will be combat. Don't worry, there's going to be action. But a lot of this is going to be centered around player choices. And me improvising around those player choices constantly. And that's why Coda gives me an aneurysm.
Parkour.
All right, so all that said, all that's done.
I'll stop fidgeting.
Yeah. Let's dive right in.
Yes. Yes, please.
I'm so scared.
Please. I'm so excited.
Is that what we want to do?
I'm scared.
Do it.
Someone hold me.
Okay. So, where? Doorbell? You hear a doorbell in the distance. You open the door, and you find yourself standing in the actuality. All right. So, we are going to put on our imagination pants.
Okay.
And we are going to be looking...
They have to be pants.
Already?
Coda, oh my gosh.
Immediately? We're not even gonna...
I love it.
Moments!
Oh boy.
So we're looking down on what appears to be a normal tree. We're seeing the top of the canopy. And as we pan closer, we realize this isn't just a normal tree. This tree is enormous. It covers many city blocks. And we kind of find our way through the foliage, and we're looking down on these city streets. They go every which way, kind of following the root system, meandering this way and that, a lot of dead ends leading nowhere, and a lot of places leading everywhere. We find ourselves at a workshop. But not just any workshop. This workshop is the Pen and Hammer. Home to Gun I'm, me, the storyteller. Sitting in his shop, Gun fiddles with something in his hand. From far away, it looks like a piece of paper, but upon closer inspection, you see it's a leaf. One that looks identical to those hanging from the tree. There's a knock at his door, and he opens it. I've been expecting you lot. I expected you quite some time ago. And standing out in the street is 6 Visley. Would you guys like to introduce your Visley's appearances now? Same orders we did before?
Same orders?
Same order.
Probably towards the back, because she's quite tall, is a translucent, and I do mean that literally, pale Visley, kind of spindly, spidery limbs, long-limbed, long-legged, with red hair and shaved sides and purple tattoos across her skin. She looks kind of vacant. she's got her arms folded across her chest, and she's kind of staying back, and is a little unsure of the situation.
Ludo.
Next up, you see a fairly large Visley. Stands roughly about 7 feet tall, maybe possibly 8. It's hard to tell. He's kind of stooping a bit. He has these large curled ram horns that curl around his ears, which are long and lopey. Curly red mustache, a fop of bright red curly hair. He currently has tied back. Is a very poised man, kind of intimidating in his presence, but also reserved, and probably also near the back of the group. Notable feature is his blackened hands that end in long claws, monstrous almost.
Awesome. Kat, would you mind describing the elegance that is your character?
So, standing there is a 6-foot woman with pale skin and gold, shiny thread hair in a red gown. And on her head, she has a blind mask. And she has a very authoritative stance to her. She's confident and not shy to step to not. She'll stand forward of the group.
Awesome. Coda, I know we skipped you last time, so I won't do it this time. Please describe my favorite named character in existence. Thank you.
You're welcome. My name is Octavia Octopus the 4th and a quarter, and I have obviously tentacles as legs that are purple and sometimes blue, depending on if the light catches it right. I also have a beak, and my hair is purple tentacles as well. My skin is kind of a lightish blue, and I'm not very tall, but I'm not very short. Just kind of average height. But yeah, definitely the first thing people notice is all of my tentacles.
All
And
right.
I'm probably more towards the front.
I definitely don't see an Octavia in the back, ever.
Yes, never.
I apologize. I think I forgot to introduce my character's name.
Me too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did
Oh.
too.
So if you guys want to real quick describe, tell me your characters' names. I was gonna do that in story. Coda's the only one that did it because I love their
okay.
names so much. So it's all good. All right, Vanna.
Are we doing names or
No,
are
you don't
doing
have to do
names?
your name. We're gonna do that in the story. I really just
Okay.
wanted Coda's because I love that name so much.
So somewhere on the outskirts of this group is probably, I'll say about the same height as me, about 5'7", cloaked in a dark black long cloak with dark teal skin and very feline features. Doesn't necessarily know how to interact with the group quite yet, but is very, very much off to the side. A very noticeable feature is that her hair is made out of literal strands of silver.
Nice. And Velvet, please describe your very energetic character.
Okay, so you will find my character literally above you. She has olive skin with purplish blue ram horns, and she has this beautiful long braid, and she is short, very petite, and every time you look up, you're going to see her, and she's going to be smiling right down at you.
Perfect. Gunn stands to the side of his door and ushers you all in. Come on. We don't have a whole lot of time. And you guys enter his workshop. And you immediately notice a few things that are a little bit normal here, but odd given your very recent circumstances. There is an anvil sitting center of this room. And around the edges, you see shelves. And on these shelves are vials and bottles that are filled with what appears to be words. You can't make them out, but you can see that there's lots of tags on them with prices and descriptions. You are in the home of the wordsmith. He sits against the wall. There's no seating other than the wall and floor. And he gestures for you to sit down also. I'm certain a lot of you are confused as to why you're here, but you did get your invitation, yes? The leaf, and you all do have this leaf that says, the pen and hammer and a time. You guys showed up, so here we are. He says, good. I'm not entirely certain what Antigno's intentions are. He gives me very similarly vague messages. But what it comes down to is welcome to the storytellers. Now, there's a few, we'll call them rites of passage. And he laughs at his own little play on words, passage, books, tomes, stories. And he, from like deep within his robes, he pulls out this book, and it is simultaneously palm-sized and like table-sized, and every size in between. He sets it down on the floor in between all of you and opens up, starts flipping through the pages, and you see another page, and on this page you see your names. And at the center of it you see his name and a handprint. I'm going to need you to effectively sign this. And yeah.
This ain't gonna be no conflict with our orders or anything, right?
Oh, absolutely not. No, this is an organization in and of itself. We are the storytellers. It's our job to collect stories and make sure stories are told.
If you say so, man. But if the big old tree man's got something to say about us doing some weird signing our hands in I don't know. I guess we gotta do it.
That is the contract you signed when you agreed to live here. And he looks off kind of in the direction of the tree. Honestly, his ways are still mysterious to me, and I've lived here for ages. So, first on the list, Zamrafel. What is this?
Sinrian.
Sinrian. Zamrafel Sinrian, would you please step forward and place your hand next to your name?
I guess.
And yeah, you do so?
I mean, it's kind of like flop.
So you put your hand down, and you feel like kind of a trade between you and the book. A small piece of you goes into the book, and a small piece of the book goes into you. So yes. Next, we have Perthro Tiom. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, you are. You're pronouncing that correctly.
Would you mind stepping forward and placing your hand next to your name?
I mean, if this is what I have to do to get what I need done, then sure, pal. You can have it. Let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and
Smack.
put my hand down very carefully.
Yeah.
I'm eyeballing you. I'm glaring at you.
I should probably mention that he has two giant X's instead of eyes, so he's not really looking at you.
I am glaring at your general
direction, face region.
Direction. Yes.
Yeah, so same thing. You place your hand down and you feel a small trade between you and the book. Seraphina Everbleed. You're here, aren't you? I don't
Yes.
feel you on the floor. Are you?
Of course I'm here.
And he like kind of looks, tilts his head up. Are you in my rafters?
Well, duh. It's where I'm most comfortable.
Very well. Would you please place your hand next to the mark?
Sure, just give me a second. Put it down.
Parkour down.
Parkour
do I
down.
Parkour down. Do I just put it here on this book, like you said?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Come on, guys. We got this. We got this.
Smack. And you
Oh my
feel
God.
the trade between you and the book. Siren Wraith. That name I've heard. Would you mind placing your hand next to your name?
I'm very curious about this contract, so yes. And I put my hand onto the page.
Cool. You feel the trade between the tome and yourself. You actually do know that it feels something very similar to the restraining orders that you've had sent to Gun to have magically implemented.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much as a compulsion, but more of a bind or a tie to a thing. Oh, here we go. This is me, GM. Here we go. Got one player who's like, I'm gonna have a character's name who's super interesting. All right, Toulouche Nalrot.
Yeah, no, that's me. Toulouche.
Nice.
Navrat.
Nalrot. Nalrot.
Toulouche technically already experienced the feeling of the book.
He did.
She and I are mysteriously bonded.
Ah, yes. So yeah, you felt a very faint recollection of, or a faint kind of symbiotic feeling when Zamrafel placed her hand on the book. So you kind of know what you're getting into. You know what to expect when you place your hand in the book.
Okay.
Very well.
You're
good.
And I'll straight up to it and just
So
slam down.
when your
ginormous-
hand goes down, the book changes size to match the girth of your freaking hand. So it just has to get a little bit bigger. And you do so, you feel this trade. Zam, you feel it again, this time faint. And, yeah. So, there's one more where... Octavia Octopus, the 4th and a quarter. Would you mind placing your hand upon the tome?
What exactly am I signing? Like, is anybody gonna ask this?
You are binding yourself to the tome. This way, the
Why?
tome will automatically record your experiences and those of the stories you collect.
Yeah. I'm not too sure about that. I have a lot of secret businesses.
I assure you,
Not-
it will only record when you allow it to.
Oh, so it's like a camcorder. I could turn it off.
Yes.
Okay.
Camcorder. I haven't heard that since we were in Shadow, man.
And then I grab one of my tentacles and it flops
Your hand, please.
all over the table.
I knew this was going to happen. It's only going to work with your hand, if you wouldn't mind. And he kind of like brushes your tentacle off the tome.
I just
Can I just like
Slap
be
it on
standing there in like absolute disgust?
Slap. So once you do, you feel the trade between the tome and the book. And as soon as your hand leaves the book, everything kind of starts to shift and change on this page. Gun's hand print remains at the center, but the names and words and letters of the names kind of spiral out and change shape and become like a ring that encircles the hands, and everything kind of shrinks down and sits nice in the middle of this page. Very well. Let me be the first to officially welcome you to the Storytellers. You may have noticed since your return that a lot of the neighborhood is blank. What I mean is, there are people, and there are things, and they're missing their stories. Something happened, and our ultimate job is to find these people and hear their stories and fill in the blanks. So, who's ready for their first mission?
What? We just got here. Are you telling us we already gotta do some work? I thought this was just some signing contract thing.
It's very early in the day, and you can do it at your own pace, but I would assign it to you now.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
It's useful. Something to do.
You're the peppy one, ain't ya?
I'm with the translucent one.
Come on, it'll be so much fun. If we go on first mission, think about it.
Are you always up this early?
I mean, I have to get my training in. What else am I supposed to do it? Between all the other things I do.
Oh, that's
I
right.
mean-
You're that one that runs the messages, yeah?
Yeah!
Yeah. I've heard of you. Okay.
I know it's not your shadow memento, but is your shadow memento your accent?
Damn, no!
I love it. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
Sure. You know what? I want to get this out of the way. Go ahead and give me my mission.
Very well. And he, from another kind of pocket in his cloak, he pulls out another leaf. And on this leaf, you see that it's got text that's moving. And he hands it to whoever's closest, honestly.
Octavia,
I'll
maybe?
take it.
Luda, or Toulouche?
Probably Siren.
Siren or Toulouche?
Yeah,
Toulouche?
I'm good.
Who do we trust with papers? It's the judge. So please give that to Siren. Do not let anyone else in this group touch it. They'll lose it.
I mean, I have like 8 legs. I have a lot of places to hold things.
I do messages for.
I would prefer my paperwork to not be sopping wet with slime.
I like to have my.
Are you calling
paper
me
in
dirty?
order.
Hey, you guys, let's be nice, okay? Let's hear our mission. Chill
I
out.
don't have time for this. Can we just get the mission going?
Sure. So whoever takes the thing, it looks like whoever grabs it, honestly, he's holding it out but not at anyone, so whoever really grabs it is the first to
I
get it.
think Toulouche was the first one
Yeah.
with his hand
So
up.
Toulouche,
Yeah.
you read this. You read this and you see it says in moving text. You kind of have to like follow it and kind of keep your eyes are struggling honestly to pick out the exact words, but you get the wartime hero drunk now. And it's almost one word and multiple words, and it kind of the sentences change around. And it gives it's as soon as you have comprehended what these words are, the leaf goes blank.
So what are we doing, Toulouche?
I guess we have to find a veteran?
Veteran.
I mean,
Or what?
A wartime hero who's currently drinking is my best guess. You weren't kidding, this is really vague.
well,
Are you
I mean, it
I-
is being translated from tree speak as you read it. So,
I do have a particular set of skills that could probably come in handy for this. If you guys really need my help tracking this guy down, then let's do it.
I've got a particular set of skills.
I do have a particular set of skills.
Hey, Gun. You want us to do the job, you gotta stop sassing us. Damn.
I'm really excited, you guys. Our first job together.
Wait. But are we sure he's already drinking, or is the mission to get a war hero drunk?
Ooh. Oh, man.
You see,
A really good offering for a war hero is a good glass of whiskey.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe we need him to get us to do something else, so we gotta butter him up a little bit.
Is this a side
In
quest?
which
Is this a side
case,
quest?
I feel like my set of skills would come in handy. And I like flip my tentacles.
I'm fairly connected to a lot of community. Maybe someone has seen somebody who's drunk and well known.
There are a few well-known drunken disorderly type people that you've encountered.
There are quite a bit.
So all that really you have a few names. You've got Theodore Velen, Gavrant, Simbai,
Garant?
Gavrant.
Gavrant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir Neff,
Mm-hmm.
and a lady who has no name, but everyone just calls the lady with no name.
Ooh, I like her. She seems someone who would probably be right up my alley.
Well, do you know any of the bars in town that this guy or any of these people frequent or anything? Or get tossed out of? Bounces that call you? Anything, Siren?
Well, I'm afraid I don't go to the bars myself. But
No, you don't seem like the drinking type.
Maybe
I
we could send
I'm
the
afraid
creepy
not.
one on the outskirts to do some investigation. Get us some intel before we go out.
Why don't we go to the one with pretty music? Everyone likes music.
I can tell you're going to be real draining.
Yeah.
Personally, I love her.
Do we have any items that belong to the war hero? Anything physically present that belong to him? Them?
I think
That's a great
I
question.
have a word here, and it is... And he stands up and starts kind of running his fingers along the shelves. It's not the word for this man, but it is a word for this man. And he pulls it down, and when he opens the cork on this vial, you hear static. But you know it means something. You just don't know what it means. And he corks it again. This might help you find him. It's tied to those who survive. And if he's a war hero, I'm certain he survived at some point or another. So, use this maybe to narrow down your search.
Can we take the vial with us, or does it have to stay with you?
Oh, yes, you can take it with you. Consider
Okay.
it, think of me as your supplier. I'm gonna help you do what you can. I can't really leave these premises, so you have to do it for me. And he hands you the vial.
Oh, what was
Or
that?
hands out the
in
vial.
my
if
Sorry?
What if we kind of do like a scavenger hunt through all of the bars? So like I am great at drinking. I love party games. So I could go up to the bar and like distract the people while the creepy one over here gets the vial and opens it and then just kind of sees like if anybody reacts. I mean, I feel like that's a solid plan.
I can look up from the rafters if you guys need me to.
A war hero who survived a war is most likely going to be sitting by themselves, probably away from everybody, not looking to draw any attention to themselves.
You know, you keep calling them the creepy one, but so far they're the only one talking any sense, it seems.
It's literally my job to hunt people.
I have to agree with.
Right. Well, if I might, as the GM, make
I'm just trying to get a free drink out of this.
I see. As the GM, I'm going to make a small suggestion, kind of get you guys comfortable with the system. We have a couple of weavers in this group, and you could literally use this vial and a combination if it kind of falls within your guys' characters' chosen aggregates to maybe form a tracking spell.
Oh.
That's a great point. Because immediately when you said static, I thought about my infinity spell list of qualities.
Sure.
I don't think I had any spells.
You're a weaver. You weave your two aggregates together to make spells of your own improvised creation. As long as it makes sense for those themes to apply to that spell.
So, for example, if I wanted to weave...
You okay?
If I wanted to weave darkness with movement,
Okay.
attaching it to the bottle, and saying that it needs to, like the bottle is dark. Is it a glass bottle?
Yeah, it's a glass
You can
bottle.
see into it?
Yeah, you can see into it.
Maybe the darkness is the person they're trying to find,
Yeah, sure.
and then the bottle will literally just zoom.
Move. Okay. So I would call that a level 3 spell.
All right.
I'm going to set the... wow, I can't think of words. I'm going to set the challenge number to a 7. So go ahead and let me know what skills you can use at Bene to benefit your role. However you want to build your venture.
So, you might want to explain that a little
Oh,
more.
so I set a challenge number, which is,
Yeah.
in this case, a 7.
Yes.
Then the player will create a venture, and this venture modifies the challenge number. If the venture gets the challenge number down to 0, it's an automatic success.
Okay. So whatever I roll, I am subtracting from 7. That is what I'm...
Whatever you choose, this is before the roll.
Okay.
So so it's a 7 right now. Say your skills
Okay.
and your Bene and whatever you want to apply to this lowers it down to by 5. Like your venture totals at 5. That makes this check a 2 instead of a 7. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Link?
do you have any skills? You could apply a Bene to automatically just give you that boost.
I don't think I'm going to take a boost. I'm going to try to roll.
You're gonna try and roll. So you roll a mundane and a magic.
Just 2?
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
All right. So you actually watch as this spell.
It is the total, right?
Yeah.
Just double checking.
Yeah. So this spell that you kind of see darkness threads, and what's the other? Movement. So darkness threads kind of weave around this vial and then sink into it. The vial then picks up and is holding itself in the air and begins to move out of Gun's shop.
So I guess we follow it.
I guess here we go.
I guess so.
Let's go!
Wow, I didn't think that would work.
Well, I'm sure glad it did.
I'm going to give you 1 joy for that.
Hey!
All right, so you're following this vial through these streets, and you maybe didn't notice it at first, but when Skun pointed out, you see that there's lots of outlines of people and things moving around this neighborhood. You can see them. They're very clear, but they have no volume to them, no color, no texture. They're just like a blank canvas in the shape of things. And you're following this vial as it kind of weaves through these people and things. And it kind of starts to do some jankety stuff where it like shifts up onto the wall and just kind of travels same height as it was from the ground, but kind of sticking sideways off the wall, and it kind of travels, and it does a lot of movements like this where it's not entirely certain where it's going, but it's heading in one general direction, almost as if it's kind of closing in a search parameter. The vial stops abruptly in the center of this square, and it sits there and spins for a little bit, waiting for you guys to catch up.
I'm not paying attention, so if someone stops in front of me, I'm gonna run right into the back of you.
Of course you are.
I'm assuming at least 2 of you aren't even in the street, though.
Right.
Like, I don't even know.
When you guys catch up, you see that the vial is... It seems uncertain of where to go, almost as if it's being pulled in multiple directions now. The vial kind of does a spin, as if it's choosing at random which direction to go. It stops very suddenly and then takes off very quickly in a direction.
Parkour.
What the?
I'll run after it, yeah.
Let's go, you guys. Come on.
Okay, real question though, Toulouse. How fast are you? Cause you're a tall boy. How fast are you?
I don't know. I kind of think that the parkour.
The
Should be.
parkour. You guys probably
You
are in the
guys.
lead.
Why are you so far behind? Let's go.
I have 8
Oh,
feet.
boy.
You tried coordinating 8 feet to run.
All right, so the assassin and the parkour
That's
take
exactly
off.
what it looks like.
All right. So I'm gonna need you guys to roll for me.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is just a mundane roll unless you
Okay.
decide to add some magical oomph to it.
Nah.
The challenge is a 5. Now, do either of you have any skills that you would like to apply to your venture?
What are we rolling for?
Wait, yeah, what are
Keep
we?
up with
wait,
this
who's
thing.
rolling?
Huh?
Who's rolling?
Skills? What do you mean
Everyone.
skills?
Those who are actively chasing the vial.
That,
Oh.
yes. When you say skills, what do you mean?
I mean, if in
I
Velvet's...
have disguise and I have stealth. And I also actually have a special skill of searching, being able to readily know when magical items are nearby.
I'll allow that search to drop your... I'll let you add the search to your venture.
Especially as a
That makes
weaver.
sense, especially as a weaver. Puka, I know you've got like parkour and other things in there somewhere.
I have acrobatics.
You have acrobatics, so I'll let that. So whatever your skill number is next to that, that's how much you're adding to your venture. I can't remember what your searching is, Vanna. Is it skill level 1 or 2?
I think I was just the level 1. I don't think I was anything like crazy.
Okay.
I don't
Alright.
have anything written down next to it.
So that puts 1 to your venture, and then how many to yours, Velvet?
I don't have anything written down.
Okay.
I don't have a number. Sorry.
You're good. I'm sure it was level 1 or 2. We'll just go with level 1 just to make it fair. So that lowers it down to a 4. Toulouse, do you have anything that you want to apply? Nope. And last but not least, you can use sortilege from your sortilege pool to magically enhance what you're trying to do. Now, there is a downside to this. In pulling from your sortilege pool and magically infusing your action that was mundane and is now magical, you're going to be rolling a mundane and a magical die. But if you roll a 0 on that magic die, you'll create what's called a magic flux. Now, this can be anything from gravity going out around you or just animals in the area getting really loud. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be neither, it can be anything. It is the epitome of chaos.
I love it.
So would you guys like to spend sortilege to add to your venture?
Yes.
Well, I saw. What
Let's
do you
see.
have?
So mine. Okay. So my sortilege for Let's see. I have 3 for perception,
Mm-hmm.
but but accuracy is more important. So yeah, I'll spend one of my accuracies.
Okay. So you're going to spend accuracy and not your sortilege pool. So you're going to be giving it a specific kind of bene, which is accuracy bene. Perfect.
Okay.
So that lowers your check down to a 3. Puka, yours is sitting at, I shouldn't call you more than one name.
Pick one and stick to it
Yeah,
now.
right? I know. Serafina, right? Yes, there it is. I knew it. Serafina, yours is now a 3. Toulouche, yours is still sitting at a 5. Perthrow, you're going to be rolling a mundane and a magical. The other 2 are just going to roll the mundane.
Combined?
No, separate. Just one of those needs to be a 5 or a 3 or higher.
Oh, perfect. My mundane is a 3.
All right. So Vanna, damn it, Perthrow, you are keeping pace with this bottle. How about the other 2?
Oh, we were supposed to roll?
Yes.
Okay. I got an 8.
An 8. You are just ahead of Perthrow. You're probably less on the ground and more, not on the ground.
Does it matter that my magic was an 8? My magic was an 8 and my mundane was a 3?
Oh, you just needed one of those to be 3 or higher. So yeah, your 8 is perfectly applicable.
Cool.
So yeah, you're there. You're on pace with this thing. Serafina is like running around the buildings, jumping from like these golden thread webs that are hanging from the buildings.
Point of clarification.
Yes.
I rolled
So
a
we don't
6.
add the dice together.
No,
We
you
just
do not
pick
add the dice.
highest one. That's why I
Yeah.
asked before. My other roll was a 6, not a 9.
Right.
That's why I'm asking.
You're good. So Ludo, you got a 6. Toulouche, you got a 6.
I got a 6.
Okay.
I'm just
So,
focusing.
You are
on the
all on this thing's proverbial tail.
Oh. No.
Well, the 3 that tried to chase this thing down. But Micah did bring up a good point. Sometimes there's tasks that require more than one success. These tasks only required 1, so it didn't really matter.
Okay.
But there are other things that require 1 or more. So yeah, you guys follow this thing, and it suddenly stops and veers left and goes not through the doorway, but through the door. Like it phases straight through this door. And you look up and you see a sign that just reads, "The Lonesome Stranger."
Sounds like a Western. I'm here for it. Wow, wow, wow.
So should we go in?
I definitely think
Push the door.
me and parkour should go through the roof.
Go through the roof.
Yeah, we should definitely not take a direct approach to this.
Okay.
Me and parkour.
Me and parkour. Okay. So you see that there is multiple levels to this thing. So there's some windows on the top, on the second and third floor that you can get in through pretty easily, honestly.
So here's my thing. I say we go to the 3rd floor because we want to be just in case someone's in there, let's be careful. Give us some time to figure our way out.
Sure.
Well, if we send, I don't know Ludo's character's name.
Toulouche.
Toulouche. If we send Toulouche through the front door, pretty sure he can handle whatever.
Whatever.
That's a big bitch.
He's pretty strong, so.
Yeah, Toulouche is a big dude.
So Toulouche, do you want to go through the
Meanwhile-
front door?
Meanwhile,
Push it
everyone
open.
else is kind of catching up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Toulouche, you going in?
Yep.
All right, Toulouche, you go through this door, and it doesn't open. You, go to grab the door handle, and your hand just kind of phases through it, so you kind of stumble through this door, and you find yourself in what can only be described as a honky-tonk bar. but everything is just a little bit surreal and actualized. The wood paneling that's on the floor is glass, but it is in the shape and concept of wood. The bar is this, like, azure kind of crystal that has a perfectly flat top, but everything else is really jagged and rough. Standing behind it is a barkeeper who has no body. He is just like this human-shaped hole in existence. And through his human-shaped hole in existence, you can see a whole other plane that appears to be a series of sunsets. Elsewhere in this bar, you see a few groups of people playing at what you can only assume is some kind of gambling game. There is an old-timey looking jukebox, but inside of it is a literal mouth that is singing the song. And by singing, I mean playing the piano. It's like it's making the noises with its face. Mouth place.
Okay.
Yes.
You see a few people sitting by themselves. One in particular catches your eye, mostly because there's a bottle sitting on his head. And he is kind of slumped over this azure bar. And he has like a few bottles clutched in one hand, and his left hand is clutched around what appears to be a sword. And the sword is wrapped in this silver cloth that seems to attach it and bind it to his hand. But he appears to be slobbering stone cold, passed out on this counter.
You mentioned the floor is made of glass.
Yes.
Does it look delicate?
No, it looks pretty dang tough.
Oh, good. Okay. I'll just kind of thrust a hand back through the door and just gesture in, and then head over towards the man with the bottle.
Okay.
I am going to be like in the wings, like watching and like making sure that everything's good and gravy.
All right.
I'll be watching while hanging upside down.
Perfect. Batgirl.
Imagine like I'm like a shadow.
Okay.
Like
Consider
a shadow.
it
Cool.
imagined.
Imagined.
Hey, killer. Are you ready to help him just in case something happens?
I do have a particular set of skills. I'd rather not kill a veteran, but let's just see what happens.
Whoa. I don't know anything about killing, okay?
You called me a killer. Oh, anyways, continue. Shh, I'm a shadow.
I'm a shadow. Meanwhile, the other three members of this group are like staggering through this phasey door, and they're now looking upon the same scene.
I just go straight for the bar. I don't even care. I'm gonna get a drink.
Oh, hey, what can I do for you, Octavia? I haven't seen you in a while.
I just need a drink, and I'm like,
Do you want the usual, or do you want something a little bit?
just give me something wet.
And he just kind of taps the azure bar a few times with his fingers, and then an azure glass kind of rises out of the bar top and is full of what appears to be ink.
Delicious.
Drinking. Do you see that?
Yes. So
Thank you, barkeep.
yeah, you're good, and it tastes like spring.
Could it be like autumn?
You asked for anything wet. If you want to make specific requests, go for it.
All right, you're not wrong. I'm sorry. And then I just kind of turn and I'm like looking around.
Sure. So you see the same scene that everyone else.
I came
Yeah.
in with Siren and Octavia.
Yeah.
So what is the bar's reaction to the judge being here?
A few
Yeah.
people go silent. They kind of huddle over their game and are very quietly they look like they're.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah, but the barkeep seems fine. He's just sitting there, standing there, minding his own business. I would say he's doing the classic cleaning a glass thing of barkeeps, but he's not because the glasses come from the table. So
Are people going to kind of come from the judge? Are they going to come for the judge?
it's not impossible.
Okay,
I
because
was
I don't
more
want to
yeah.
let's not get into a bar fight. Let's not.
No, I was just more.
Well, they used to.
I am comfortable off to the side and going with the cues of I'm so sorry, Ludo's character.
Toulouche.
Toulouche. But I am not here to start any fights with anyone.
I should hope so.
I just meant more that you're out of place. No offense.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Just pervading the room, there are people who do like me and people who do not. So
Yeah.
I have my shadow eyes on you, Judge Siren.
yeah,
Here.
I'm taking my cues from Pethro as well. So
And pull the leaf back out and see if it changes, if there's new text. As I get close to the man at the bar
Sure.
with the bottle.
It just says, handle with care.
Oh.
Oh, maybe we need to approach this carefully.
Maybe the diplomatic approach of a judge wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, the judge might be helpful here.
Could I
So-
possibly? Could any of us?
Mhm.
Do
I'm
any of us
quite
know who
comfortable.
this man is?
Oh, do any of you know who this man is? Yes. The judge knows this man.
Oh boy.
Boom.
He's been on the other side of her judgments on more than one occasion.
Oh boy.
Oh,
has a
no.
tendency-
Good or bad judgments?
Well, I'll let you decide, and I'll
So-
tell you what he's there for.
Pass your judgment. Go.
um,
He is, on multiple occasions, gotten into fights in which the other person seems to have been less than alive after this fight. Now, to clarify, death is not a big deal in this universe. You die, you become a ghost, or you go onto the Pale and you continue doing whatever you want to do, but in the Pale. That said, there are pieces of these people missing whenever they die, thingy quotes, from basically trying to steal his sword. They assume it's valuable because it is literally strapped to his hand. And this
Well,
is on multiple occasions.
and this is not. Sorry, this is not okay. Is that what you said?
Oh, it's on multiple occasions. This is a reoccurring thing as people try to mug him and they become less alive.
Okay. Well, so my dress has the interesting function of changing from red to green. So, and it just kind of helps to purvey a mood. So just the green because I trying to come off as calming. And I approach this character because I don't know. It makes sense to me if you're gonna mug somebody with a weapon, you're gonna get skewed. So.
Yeah, I mean, they were asking for it, right?
Yes, and I'm a judge. I consider myself a fair person. So.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so I wish we had each other's names on here because I'm going to forget each other's names.
I will work on adding that in the future.
Yeah.
Changing names.
Putting people's names in the live stream next to their.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Toulouche, am I saying that right?
Yes.
I approach with you, and you have the vial right now, correct?
The vial is sitting on top of the drunk man's head.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, yes. So if I know this person, I know their name.
Yes.
Or
This
a
is Sir
name?
Neff.
What was that?
Sir Neff.
Sir Neff. Okay, Sir Neff. Hello, Sir Neff.
And he kind of cracks an eye and says, "Oh, it's you."
I'm glad to know that I am memorable to you.
Well, I mean, what is memory anyway? And he sits up, and he looks, and he kind of shakes one of the bottles he's had in his hand, and you see on the side of it, it's labeled Bliss, and he slams that thing. Barkeep, please more, thank you. And the barkeep just kind of taps the table, and another bottle replaces the first. And he grabs that thing and just tips it back, and basically you're not even sure if he's breathing anymore. He's just slamming this bottle.
Serotonin.
Oh, goodness. Are you having some troubles with some muggers again?
No, not trouble. No, I mean, no. They start it, and I end it. And that's really that. And he slams that bottle down, looks to the barkeep, who doesn't even flinch. He just taps the Azure tabletop again, and another one replaces it. The barkeep feels like he has to explain, so he's like, he has free drinks for life. I owed him a favor.
Okay. So are we to get this bottle from above his head and open it?
Is it still on his head?
I mean, you
As
used
he's
to.
moving?
Yeah, it's just sitting on his. It's like sitting just above his head. It's not even really touching him. It's just there.
Is it the one that tracked us?
Yes.
To him? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's the static.
Yes.
I think we should open the bottle.
I'm kind of thinking while I'm engaging Sir Neff, maybe somebody can grab the bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, one of you sneaky folks.
Do you want to do a
I
step?
can. Yeah, I can grab the bottle.
All right.
got this.
I'm gonna set this at a 4. And I know you have stealth already, so down to a 3.
I do.
Anything else you want to add to this?
I have movement.
Mm-hmm.
My movement is at 4. So if I
Now-
use one, I still have 3 left.
I have a
Right?
question.
Is that how that works?
Yes. Kat, what's your question?
Is there something that I can do that will help her stats in this?
Yeah, absolutely. Since you're
'Cause-
keeping him engaged, that's why I already put it at a 4.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
because I have interaction.
Oh, what's your interaction skill?
It's a 4.
All right. I assumed it would be like interaction is your pool. That's not
Am I-
not your skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
okay.
Like my
I-
crites?
Certus.
Oh, okay.
Certus.
Certus.
Yeah.
Certus,
I
yes.
think I don't think I have anything listed. at the
It's okay,
moment,
learning
so-
out. We're still learning. This is first session.
Yeah.
That's good.
Words are
Okay.
hard.
You're
Is it
good.
calendula or calendula?
Malachite or malachite?
Malachite.
Oh. Okay. So yeah. Let's see. I don't want to enrage a drunk veteran who is inhaling bliss, like his serotonin is depleted. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my movements.
Okay. Cool. So that puts it down to a 2, and you can roll. You now roll a magic die as well.
So mundane and magic.
Yep. And I feel like I'm messing this up, but who cares? We're rolling with it.
Okay, so my magic is a 3 and my mundane is a 5.
Okay, so you succeeded on both counts. Good. So you kind of walk around this man, and as you're doing so, you, being who you are, take in every aspect of this guy. You see that he's wearing a very well-tailored suit. It is jet black, like abyss black. His
Like
skin
Vanta
is...
black.
I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
So his suit itself is abyss black. His undershirt is this kind of a royal purple, but it has like a cloud pattern that's moving around it, like a black kind of nimbusy kind of cloud moving pattern.
Mm-hmm.
His skin is onyx black, but his eyes are the purest silver you have ever seen in your life. And
Shadow Man.
and his hair kind of matches yours, only it's not literal silver. It's just grayed out.
Okay.
But the thing that you notice is that his well-tailored suit is very threadbare. Like, it's worn out. In the elbows, the cuffs are torn and stained. The pants are a wrinkly mess. Anywho, so that's the character. And you snatch this bottle off the top of his head. Doesn't seem to notice. He just goes on drinking his bliss. And in fact, I bet you wait for him to take a drink where he tips his head back. And as soon as he does that, you just kind of grab that bottle while his eyes are closed and he's drinking.
Yeah.
So you get that bottle. A bottle has been added to your inventory.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da, 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 da. While that's all going on, I'm gonna join Octavia at the bar and start chatting up the barkeep for info on this mysterious veteran.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay here and swing and play with my hair.
I'm gonna keep chatting up the veteran.
I'm just going to keep a short distance behind.
I kind of want to talk to the veteran, but I'm gonna let the judge
Byron?
get some juice out before I step in.
So, okay. So Sir Neff, how was your night tonight? What brings you here?
I mean, it's just like any other night. Just trying to do the thing with the bliss. And he drinks some more. You kind of get this inclination that he's pretty much always here. Like,
Okay.
he may not sleep here, but he all but sleeps here.
I'm kind of curious to talk to the barkeep.
Okay.
So, okay. My, what is it called? Hold on. Where'd it go? My forte is the mind, basically like a mind reader, a manipulator of minds.
The Shepherd of Minds.
Shepherd's
Minds,
minds.
yeah.
And I feel like this would be a good opportunity for me to dip into that. But I
Okay.
don't.
You don't
How.
know how.
Hold on. I'm trying to find it. I don't have my edited copy where I said Shepherd's Minds.
No. Luckily, I have skills and talents and a book right next to me.
I can. Okay, so for like level, I think. All right. Do the DM thing. I'm reading.
You're good. All right. So, who wanted to go and talk to the barkeep?
That was me, and I don't know if Octavia is possibly going to join me in that chat.
I haven't ever left the bar.
Yeah, and I was
Perfect.
just mentioning about the barkeep as well.
So, Vanna Page 114 in the key.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys, you walk up to this barkeep. You drinking anything, miss?
I mean, I ain't a sociable kind. I'll have what she's having.
All right. And he taps the bar top, and an ink-filled shot glass appears in front of you.
You're gonna like this. Tastes like mowed grass.
That's what spring tastes like, I guess.
Mowed grass and rain. It's very refreshing.
Take the shot. Is that what you taste? See, I'm tasting smog. Maybe that's just my
What?
experience of spring.
Maybe.
Tastes like straight air poison.
Straight greenhouse gas.
Chaser, please. Oh my god.
He taps the bar top again, and another bottle appears. But this one's like it's kind of like a swan neck type thing, and you can see that in order to drink this, you have to basically drink from the beak of a swan.
Do it, do it, do it.
Well, fuck it.
So you take this drink, and
Peer pressure.
that's called the swan dive. And as you take this drink, you feel like you are falling.
I asked
shit.
for a chaser, not vertigo.
But here's the catch 22 on that. Ooh, why can't I remember? Toulouche, you also feel this.
Oh shoot!
Oh man.
So suddenly you're standing there in front of Certain F and you feel like you are falling.
Big man fall is not
nearest
good.
Oh,
solid object to
Is
steady.
the bar top, Sir Neff, and a table behind you.
I'm gonna go for the table.
So you go and you put your hand on this table and you have it basically hold all of your weight.
Oh no.
And there is an audible crack as this glass table just shatters beneath your hand.
Man.
Oh no.
Can I reach out 2 tentacles and grab him?
I don't think you're close enough, unfortunately.
you can grab me though. I'm about to fall
Yeah.
backwards off this stool.
Okay, I'll grab her.
So you Oop. What, is that not what you want? People, that's a favorite around here. I guess I should have warned you to sit down first. That's on me. That's on me.
Chaser.
Okay. I want something a little lighter than these two.
All right, so he taps the bar top and another drink pops up. This one is in the shape of like an hourglass.
Okay.
And
So I'm gonna take my time then.
and the drink itself seems to be flowing like backwards out, like like it would an hourglass, like sand through an hourglass, but up, and kind of pooling in the bottom of that top compartment.
Ooh. Okay. Now this is one that you take your time with, so I'm gonna sip it.
So you take a sip and you feel lighter. So much so that you kind of start to float a little off this chair.
Oh
Or
my
off the
gosh.
ground. I can't remember if you're sitting or standing.
Words.
No.
Words are a thing. Words.
No.
Words.
What are you guys
Okay.
doing? I'm
Don't
like
worry,
I
in a
wrap a
shadow.
tentacle.
You're
I
not,
am,
you're
like,
not floating very
single
high.
right
You're just kind of hovering off the
I'm
ground.
just hovering. I like it.
We are here for business. God damn it.
Meanwhile, everyone gets
So
schwasty.
Hammered.
I want in on the action. I'm just
We
up
need to do
here.
something.
alone.
so
This
I don't
know.
seems very deliberate. This seems like a distraction,
I
Mr.
was
Barkeep.
thinking the
Hey,
same
I
thing.
want-
This is a distraction.
So hang on,
Mr. Barkeep.
Toulouse, you were saying something.
I just said we need to do something with him, and I'm not sure what.
Right. Because it wasn't very well explained.
So what happened? We need to do what?
You
What do we need
What,
to do with
what was in the
Neff?
bottle?
you need to either collect his story or share his story.
Uncap,
want-
uncork the static.
Can I read his
Okay.
mind? I am not. No. 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 That's not happening. I am not uncapping this in a room full of drunk people. That is not happening. I don't know what kind of repressed shit y'all got in your head, but it's not happening.
Are we drunk? Because I didn't think I would be
You're not drunk. No, you're not drunk. You're
Okay.
just light.
Distracted.
I
I
am.
feel like it's more of like the social etiquettes to get down and talk.
Sure.
I mean,
any,
one with the people.
do you guys want anything else?
Can I use
That was
my
perfect.
persuasion skill to see if I can get any information out of him?
Out of the barkeep?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it. Do you want to? So go ahead. We'll roll for it, and then we'll role play based on how well you roll. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what all do you want to add to this venture? I'm not going to tell you what the challenge level is. I'm going to keep that to myself so that we can role play it
fuck.
properly.
Oh man, I don't know.
So skills, you have persuasion, right? Or do you
Yes.
have? Is that your pool, or do you have a skill for persuasion?
I have a skill for persuasion.
Okay. What level is it? Probably 1, right?
Probably.
Probably 1. All right. So, anything else you want to add to this?
From where?
You can add from your persuasion pool if you want to. You can add a bene to your venture.
No, because I don't know what any of that means, honestly.
So when I say you add to your venture, you make it more likely for you to succeed.
Oh, okay. And I pull from like the certes qualia, or
From your persuasion pool, yes. So however much you have in persuasion, I don't know how much you assign to that, but you would take 1 from that. I'm sure you have more than 2, so we can just kind of say you used 1 if you want to.
okay. Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Cool. All right. So go ahead and roll 2 dice for me, a mundane and a magic.
Okay. Okay.
What's the lowest of the 2?
1.
What's the highest?
6.
Okay. And you are talking to the barkeep, yes?
Yes.
Just wanted to clarify before we got started.
Oh man.
You, miss.
Oh man, me.
Are you just gonna hang out up there? Or do you want something to drink?
I won't have anything to drink, but I'll come down to chit chat if you'd like.
All right. Well, what do you want to talk about? I'll sit in here talk. I'll talk with you. What do you want to talk about? Why am I going into this accent? I hate this accent.
That's my accent.
I think that's like the default accent.
Right?
So, you know everyone that comes through this bar pretty much, right? Pretty well?
I got regulars, and I've got less than regulars. You know, I know people.
Okay.
Also, to clarify, you are aware you're talking to a human-shaped hole in existence, right? Just in case you missed that part, he's a human-shaped hole in existence, through which you can see sunrises after sunrise after sunrise after sunrise. Just wanted to put that out there, make sure it was clarified, and as well.
What does that mean then?
He is a literal, like, physical human-shaped cutout in existence. So, like, there's a hole, like a cookie cutter hole.
He is a portal.
Like a breach in reality.
Yeah, like a breach in reality. He's a portal to another place.
Okay.
And that other place
Personified.
is a series of sunrises that you just kind of see moving through his whole body.
Okay.
He's what's called a lacuna, and they're pretty common in the actuality.
Okay. So, okay.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure you knew who you're talking to and you could react accordingly.
Okay. So, like you said, you know your regulars. So, what can you tell me about that gentleman over there? He seems really interesting to me.
Oh, that's Sir Neff. He's a good guy. I mean, don't cross him, but like, he's got your back if he's sober enough to catch it. So there's that. What do you want to know about him exactly? He is the most regular I've got. That is true. And he doesn't talk a whole lot, but I do know a few things, but I'm not sure if it's really my place to share. It's really his story to tell.
So if I wanted to hear his story, what would be the best approach towards him?
That is a tough one, isn't it? That is, because I'm in a position of, I've got his booze. He kind of needs to be nice to me. So I guess get a bargaining chip.
And how can I get this bargaining chip?
I mean, he likes booze, but he's got free booze on the house for life, so I don't know that that's really going to cut it.
That was a mistake on your part, sir.
I mean, I realize this now, obviously.
Wait a minute.
What is greater than bliss?
You know who might know?
I'm
I
sorry.
wonder.
Say again.
Go ahead.
No, we didn't.
Oh,
You asked what's greater than bliss, but I
Yeah.
couldn't hear what Velvet said.
Oh no, I was talking to myself. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Totally good.
Greater than bliss. It's really, there's not a whole lot. It's not really an intoxication level thing. It's a what do you seek to feel, and in his case, he just wants to feel bliss, because it's to counteract another feeling he has, basically.
Ooh, that's rough.
well, a thing that I can do is I can read, harm, rework, and control the minds. So I don't have the skill level at the moment to rework, but if I knew what he was thinking,
Yeah, don't you have
Then-
access to no mind, right?
yes.
Yes. Do you want to do that?
Let's see. I can read the thoughts of one being within close range, which I am obviously already there.
Yes.
I know what they're thinking, what their overall mental state is. The telepathic link lasts as long as I concentrate and do nothing else.
All right. Sounds like an appropriate skill to use here. Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Alrighty then, let's roll. So this is a level 2 plus 1 die. What that means is you need to. It's a level 2. I'm trying to explain this properly. So you're basically casting the equivalent of a spell, but it's not really a spell. That 2 is automatically added to your venture. Okay.
Okay.
You're automatically going to roll an additional die. So you're rolling the mundane and an additional die automatically, period.
Okay.
Because this is magic, you need 2 successes.
Okay. And you're not going to tell me what the success number is, are you?
I am not.
All right, fuck it. You haven't let me down so far. Well,
Oh no.
magically, I have a 7.
Okay. What's the mundane?
Mundane is a 2.
Okay. In a flash, you're inside his head. And it is devastating. You have never felt in your life this level of loss. You have never known in your life this level of anguish, and you know that he is drinking bliss to forget something he cannot remember, but he still feels. You take 1 point of mental damage.
Shoo. Damn. That's rough, buddy.
And as soon as you find yourself back in your body, you realize that he is tensed considerably.
Where do we mark mental damage? I don't think
Somewhere on your character sheet should be
I have that. I'm just
on the back
checking.
or front.
Injuries.
Yeah, injuries. There should be.
But is all injury the same then?
No, there's 2 different kinds. There's physical and then mental, I thought.
Nope.
Let me see. It's been a while.
That's why I'm double checking. It just says injuries.
Oh, it's anguish. Anguish is the mental kind. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So yeah, you take 1 point of anguish.
Okay.
So because you have that 1 point of anguish damage, anything in your
Qualia.
qualia, is that the
Q.
anything in your qualia, anything relating to your qualia, is automatically going to be treated as 1 less.
Damn.
Right, but you only take an anguish once you have 3 injuries, right?
Sorry, yeah, maybe I am doing that wrong. So you take
1
1 point of injury.
damage
That's right.
injuries.
Sorry, clarification. You take 1 injury, and then depending on what the last of the 3 injuries is, that's what you get an anguish or an injury
I was gonna
or
say.
a physical.
Okay.
That's my bad. That's on me. It's been a long time since I've actually done damage in this game. Most of it's been storytelling. So, yeah. So you take 1 injury. Just mark 1 injury.
Okay.
You're good to go. No, there's no penalty right now. I thought that was a little
Okay.
fast. Regardless, it hurt your brain. And he
Yes.
seems very tense, almost like he looks like he feels like he's been intruded upon.
Ooh. Okay. So I have the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's sad.
Mm-hmm.
He probably knows some shady shit happened. I want to use the bottle as a bargaining chip.
Okay.
I think the bottle, it's either going to trigger something good or it's going to trigger something bad. But right now, it's really the only thing we have.
Okay. So you set this bottle down in front of him. What are you gonna say? Because kind of got to work a whole little deal here with him. If you wanted him to give you something, you got to let him know what you want.
I want his story, right?
Yes.
Okay. Man, I want to word this so it sounds super cool, but that's probably not going to happen.
give it a try. We'll give you 2 takes.
Welcome to roleplay.
I feel like this is like half the battle.
Oh, man.
Okay, I have to say, out of character for a second, regular Velvet, this is a lot of fun, and it's completely out of my comfort zone, but I love it so much.
That's good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. Oh, man. Sir Neff.
Yeah. That's how do you? I don't know you.
It's okay. That's not necessarily important. I have something that might interest you.
What's that?
And then I slide him a glass bottle.
But
I'm not letting go of it.
Sure. He looks at it. It still has the tag on it, and he reads the tag, which you now realize you can't read.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, if Onyx skin could go pale, his skin goes pale. He drops the tag, and he looks up at you. What? And he almost looks sober, like stone cold sober now. What do you want?
I need you to answer a couple of questions for me.
Sure. And he doesn't take his eyes off this vial. Can I ask you not to open that? I know what it is. Please don't open that.
That depends on how willing you are to cooperate.
Don't threaten me, ma'am. I'm warning
I'm not
you.
threatening. This not a threat. Okay. We obviously both need something out of this, so we're gonna work together. So we each come out of this happy, right?
Sure. Happy.
First, you're gonna tell me exactly who you are.
My name's Sir Neff, and I'm a soldier. Or I was a soldier, and now I'm... And he just gestures to himself. Just trying to forget.
Oh, I was doing so good.
A across the bar, you I'm flailing. Octavia, can you get your slimy tentacles off me? You caught me like 10 minutes ago.
Anyway,
I'm like I'm like
I just let you
invested
go.
in what
I totally forgot.
is going on
Oh.
between Perthro and Sir Neff. So
Uh-huh.
I'm
Sarah,
still.
go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm breaking the tension. It's fine.
Deflection.
it's okay. I'm trying to think of the next question.
Seraphina's in like somewhere in the corner of the bar, just doing like flips and handstands, bored, educating all the drunk people.
Parkour in the rafters.
You're.
Jesus.
I know where you got that. Are you working for God?
Who I work for isn't necessarily anybody's business.
It's not a bad thing.
important.
Gun's a good man. Are you working for him? Or did you just buy that from him?
He's an associate of mine.
So you're part of the guild. The storytellers. That's why you're
Can
here.
I overhear any bit of this conversation?
Yeah, if you're trying to pay attention, you are definitely overhearing this.
Okay.
I just shout to him, "Yes, we are!"
Oh man.
And then I
the
take
most-
another drink.
So that's what this is about. You're here for my story, the one that I can't even remember.
Yeah, I guess. Yes, that's what we're here
Give us a
for.
break.
I
We're
need your
new to
story.
this.
And
This
judging
is our
by
first day.
judging
You guys- Sit down.
judging by that small intrusion I felt, one of you has some kind of telepathy or mind reading capabilities.
I have no idea. I just got here.
It's you. You're a liar.
I'm an excellent liar. God damn it. It's my job to lie. It is my job. I don't know these bitches.
Fine.
Yes, you do.
Fine. You can have my story. You're gonna have
And
to.
what do you want?
I want that vial. And I want to never be bothered again. Just leave me to my bliss when we're done.
Wait, what's in the vial that you want so bad?
Static. To us it's static. But to him, I'm gonna guess it's probably a memory.
That sounds right.
Sounds right. How do you want to do this? You're gonna have to go into my mind. So
Well, if you've already sorted out my ability, you are a skilled person. How do I know that you're not going to trap me there?
I'm not a Visley.
Why are you laughing?
Oh my god, it's like maniacal laughter.
I'm what your kind call a zealot. I excel at one thing and one thing only, and judging by the fact that I have a sword literally strapped to my hand, I'm sure you can guess what that is.
I'm also close friends with death, so it's all good. It's okay.
You're going to have to put together the ritual in which to get into my head. After which, leave me alone.
I would like to, elbow Toulouse. Toulouse, sorry. Are you 100% sure that we're supposed to get this guy's story? If he can't even remember a story, how are we supposed to get anything?
That's what the leaf said. Handle with care. Drunk, war hero. He's a hero.
Mm.
But does that mean that we get his story?
That's what we do,
But if
I
you
guess.
can't remember anything,
To clarify, just because he can't remember it
doesn't mean
it's not there. Secondly,
Right.
remember
yeah,
the
we just gotta
feeling
coax it out of him.
he's trying to forget something that he has forgotten or that he can't remember, but
But still
is
feels.
still there. He still feels whatever it is from that memory.
What if we give him the vial and he remembers the story?
you are not 100% certain what is in that vial
Or what he'll do with it.
or what he'll do with it.
That's
Your best plan of action is to work together and come up with a spell using one, two, or all of you to basically relive his memory.
Hmm.
Go to the bar.
Yeah. I'm going to confer with the team.
Okay.
Sir Neff, I need to step away for a second.
Sure. And he looks over at the Bliss, taps the counter, and the barkeep makes another one appear. And he slams
Okay. Group huddle.
So, okay, I has a question. We can use our ephemera,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, you can use your ephemera at any time. Once you use them, they are gone, though.
Ooh, what you got,
What's
Siren?
what is the ephemera again?
They are one-and-done magical items, either spells or items, that you use. They do their effect, and then they vanish. And you have a certain limit to how many you can carry, otherwise things start getting weird. And you can refresh them or get new ones at any time. Though, because of the format of how we're playing this, please save that getting new ones for between sessions.
Please, what? Sorry.
Please save that getting new ones for between sessions so that we're not doing it
Oh, okay.
on while we're live.
Okay. So we're trying to interact with this dude, right? And trying
Yes.
to get him to. Okay, I have an ephemera that might be useful.
Mm-hmm.
And we could share it over this, right?
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Our ephemeras. Okay. So it's called the grasp for something more than power.
Okay.
The person you touch henceforth grants you more respect than they would normally, offering you +1 to all interactions with them. The target can never be affected by this incantation again.
Okay.
Mm.
I would
Don't
probably
know.
save that for whoever's going to be the actual caster of the ritual, maybe?
Okay.
I think
So
I
I
was
have a
supposed to
spell.
pick ephemera, but I don't know.
They are in your
Yeah.
folder.
Gun
They're in the
unofficially
everything
assigned
folder.
them.
I randomly put them in your character folders in the Invisible Sun folder that's in the drive. There should be a folder labeled ephemera.
Vanna, do you need the link? I'd send it to you really quick.
No, I'm there. I'm looking for my character folder.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. So.
Oh, here it is.
Yep.
Ephemera. Okay.
I look at Toulouse specifically because memory loss buddies. I don't know how I feel about this man. Forcing someone to remember something, even if it's only like through us, seems really shitty.
Yeah.
But I could conjure him a lover that is the appearance of my choosing, and it would only give him consensual, non-harmful sex for the night.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? You know what? Oh my god.
I am totally digging your character. Just saying.
Oh, also, sorry, I forgot to award this. Vanna, you get a despair for your interaction when you went into his mind. We'll worry about that later. It's basically experience.
Okay.
So you get 1 despair.
Oh, like path to joy, path to despair.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you gain 1 despair.
Sad-ass bitch.
Micah has gotten a
joy.
joy, and we are. I just want to make sure I said that before I forgot again.
I don't know that it's fully enough to remember and get his story, but I have an idea, perhaps. And I go over to the barkeep real quick.
Uh-huh.
Can you give any sort of liquid emotion?
I've got a lot on tap. What are you looking for?
Do you have any nostalgia?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's an expensive one, bud.
How much?
1 crystal orb.
And what about if it's for Seneth, who's got free lifetime of drinks?
That
Oh,
is
well,
true.
in that case, I guess it's free.
It is true. Put it on his tab.
Good job, Micah.
I
Don't hurt him, man. He doesn't.
We'll do our best.
I don't feel good about this.
Well, sometimes we got to get our hands dirty. You know, we're here for a reason. We got to get this done. Got to get this over with.
But what if it's really bad?
I'm sure he'll be okay.
But will we? You forget that who's going to be reliving these memories.
Pretty sure, isn't that me?
It could be all of you.
It could be, yeah. It might be you, though.
Like, bitch!
Oh man.
Too good. Too good.
Oh, I know.
So I figure the nostalgia might be enough to trigger some memories, and perhaps we can get in that way.
What's the general mood of the bar at the moment?
Kind of mishmash of happy-go-lucky, and kind of some people are pretty sour because they're
It's
not
great.
winning.
I'm drunk.
Winning their
Okay, so
gambling.
no one is like particularly paying attention to us then.
No, they
Okay,
couldn't.
good,
They
good.
could not care less about what you and your ragtag bunch of freaks are doing.
Cohorts. I dig it.
Cohorts.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure that the
Sure.
mood hadn't changed, you know.
Yeah.
Like to keep on my toes. Let's give him a little dose of nostalgia.
All right.
What's do you guys have a plan for the spell to get in there?
Because
Because remember, giving him nostalgia isn't going to make him remember. He's going to feel nostalgic. So as a catalyst, excellent choice.
Yeah.
I
as
have
the-
sleep powder
Dude,
as an
That-
you have sleep powder. I have a spell that allows me to intrude into dreams.
Oh,
I think you guys have got the makings here.
So, but
Mm.
okay,
So nostalgia
but it's a
for
level
the...
5.
Ooh.
so we hit him with nostalgia, put him to sleep, and then you go in his
Yeah.
room.
Well, I can change the environment and I can control whatever happens.
I would like
So
to
I could, like-
clarify that that's not necessarily what's going to happen since you're combining these things together to make one big magical thing. So it's going to be elements
Oh.
of each.
Okay, this is also so like the whole thing for sleep powder, by the way, is it's thrown into the air. This powder puts all creatures in a small area to sleep. This is a light sleep, and the slightest jostle or loud noise will wake them up. So
Okay.
keep in mind, we are in a bar.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're close enough, hopefully I can get the whole bar to fall asleep. But that would.
I
it-
have an idea.
Yes?
Yeah.
I can put on a show so everyone can come and watch me, and then we can use the sleep powder to put everyone to sleep.
Oh, get everyone grouped up.
Yeah.
I don't have any qualms with that.
It's
Do
not a
you,
terrible
DM?
All right. No, I'm here to facilitate. You tell me what you want to do, I make it happen.
So we put him to sleep. It's a light sleep. It's a very light sleep. Coda can go into his dreams. Does anybody else want to contribute?
Well,
Well,
Ooh.
I'm afraid of getting too many hands in the pot because
mhm.
Gunn said that there's only aspects of each thing that happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, it's going to be, I know what your general goal is. What we're doing right now is kind of building towards that effect. So it doesn't necessarily don't really need to worry about the order of ops so much as anything that anybody can offer to help facilitate the effect of re-experiencing this man's memories is viable.
So, okay.
still
So, for our forte thing,
Uh-huh.
we could talk about that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm like trying to remember all the rules here. I have eats knowledge for
Uh-huh.
perfect memory.
So, you have perfect memory as your forte ability?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I found.
So I can't. I know it's like +3 intelligence.
I would say that if you're involved in the magical workings of this, since you have perfect recall, you know everything that there is to know paperwork-wise about this
Okay.
man. So you have the in, quote unquote, the familiarity.
Okay.
Walking dictionary.
She has his
Okay.
DD 214.
she has his DD 214. That's a
What is-
military joke. If
what-
anyone
what
gets
i-
it,
That's an important piece of paper to have.
have multiple copies in multiple places.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I have another spell that might potentially be more useful than the Dream Intrusion one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It is Inquisitive Pain, but
Okay.
it basically fills the person. No, listen. It fills the person with an intense longing for something or someone they know they can never have. The object of their desire is drawn from their own life.
Okay.
So maybe this would spark him to remember, based on the anguish, like if he's lost someone.
Yeah, that's pretty. I don't know if that's gonna be helpful
Oh
though.
man, that is not going to be helpful.
Yeah.
It's a great
I'm just-
idea.
He's going to like,
Saying.
it's like a short, short
Um,
walk, a summer's drop. Not
What about
happening.
you, Weavers? Do you have anything that you could use
That's
to
what
kind
I
of
was
weave
looking
these
for.
effects together, possibly?
I'm struggling with absences.
Mhm.
I don't understand how that works.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just focus on the actual aggregates themselves for now, and we'll worry about absences as they come up.
That is an aggregate.
I meant the
I'm very confused.
we'll worry about the top part and not worry about the
Okay.
absences right now, just for the sake of
Can
story.
I mix within one aspect though?
Yeah.
Because my brain immediately goes to mystery
Mm-hmm.
and mental damage. Not to cause mental damage.
But to experience the mental damage. Okay.
So
that is a mystery.
Yeah.
one that I picked is the woods,
Uh-huh.
Hey.
and it's harbor both life and mystery.
Okay.
So and like the qualities are like growth, like what you would think: nature, plants, darkness, wood, growth, and mystery. So I mean,
okay. Yeah,
that's
no.
the thing.
Yeah, if you guys want to work together. So currently you've got this is a fiasco, and I love it. So Seraphine is going to dance or get everyone's attention to kind of come closer. You're going to then sleep powder everyone, and then weave together a spell combining your dream intrusion, the nostalgia, and your 2 mystery plus mental pain, and you're going to be focusing on Kat's knowledge or on Siren's knowledge of this person. Woof! I love it. Let's do this. Step 1.
so
Seraphina, it's time to perform.
All right, everyone. All right. Someone put me on a dance song. Come on, let's go.
Someone Fabio's the mouth, and by Fabio's the mouth just kind of clocks it, and it starts playing some new music.
It's the Macarena.
Oh, so I start dancing.
But you've definitely got everyone's attention. So go ahead and give me a roll.
Could it be the
Yeah, 1 mundane, unless you want to add magic to it.
No. We'll just do mundane.
All right.
5.
Okay. You pretty well got everyone's attention. The only person that doesn't seem to give a damn is the barkeep.
That don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
He's a
so
hole in
you've
reality.
gathered everyone up. Everyone has come in closer to see this show.
So next is the magic powder.
Next is magic powder.
Okay. It is an automatic +1 die.
Okay. So what's the level of the ephemera?
5.
All right. Wow. Yeah. Go ahead. 1 magic, 1 mundane.
Oh, come on. Mama needs new pair of shoes. Well, the mundane is a 2, but the magic is an 8.
All right. Yeah, you everyone just kind of drops.
Bet. All right, cool. So
Step 3 is weaving the spell, the spell that Octavia has together, and dragging all of you into this memory. Oh no, you went to give him nostalgia first. So yeah, that honestly, you hand it to him, he drinks it. It's really not a whole lot of skill going on in there.
So did.
So now that everyone's asleep, he's got nostalgia in him. You guys are gonna have to work together, the 4 of you, or 4 of you, to work this spell together. Are you ready?
As ready as we're gonna be.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, Koda, what is the level of that spell that you want to do?
2. Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
Oh, you're good. So it's level 2. Cool.
Yes. It's
what?
also a +1 die.
All right, good to know. And then.
And casting the spell takes an action as normal, but I must concentrate while the dream is going on, which usually takes 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Time does timey things. So you guys are going to be working together. All of you are going to be rolling 2 dice.
Wait.
When I say all of you, I mean the 4 of you that are doing this spell. This is Siren, Zamrafel, Octavia, and Perthro. Each of you are rolling 2 dice. 1 magic, 1 mundane.
Okay.
Do you have anything that you want to add to this?
I'll be using my Bene.
Okay.
Let me look.
Okay, so we're rolling dice for mundane and magic?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have anything I want to add.
Okay.
I don't either.
Don't forget, we are close together at the moment, so you get a +1 automatically from our Mystic
Hey,
Bond.
thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
So I add +1 to each die?
No, it's
How
just
does
to the
that work?
venture that I have in my head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I already, So I've got that.
Do I give you my numbers?
What you rolled?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, +1 to the venture?
Yes, to the venture.
Making it harder?
No, +1.
Okay.
The venture makes it easier.
Got you.
The
Great,
venture
so
is
my-
a challenge.
All right.
My
so,
mundane is a 6, and
Uh-huh.
my magical is a 3.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
my mundane is a 7. My magic is an 8.
Okay.
Ooh.
Cat?
my
So-
mundane is a 2, my magic is an 8.
All right.
Nice.
So sorry.
I hate you.
My mundane is a 7 and my magic is a 0 or a flux.
So you have caused a flux. The magic die don't go 1 to 10. They go 1 to 9, and then they have a
And
flux.
0. No.
And
But I scored really high.
yes, you
my
did.
God.
Really
You
high.
sure
My
did.
God.
And honestly,
Oh my
hey,
God.
remember,
Sorry.
remember,
It's not
guys,
bad.
flux doesn't necessarily mean bad.
Oh, dear.
It doesn't
I-
necessarily mean bad.
I scored high. Maybe we can be hopeful.
You
I got
sure?
a 7 and an 8.
Hey, that's all well and good. Yeah, you guys are not. Yeah, loving it.
More like magic just going.
A little haywire. So, do you guys want the good news or the bad news?
Oh, let's get the bad news out of the way and end
Oh,
on the
okay.
good.
Yeah,
All
bad
right, all
news
right,
first.
all right.
Okay.
The bad news. You misplace your ephemera. They are gone.
Me?
All of
Everyone.
everyone's ephemera is gone.
My
Even-
God.
What about the one that's currently in effect?
It's already been used.
Okay, so it's
Okay,
gone.
thank God. Okay.
All the
My
ephemera that you
God.
guys had on hand, gone.
My God. My
Man.
God.
Okay.
My
I
God.
had freaking burn blood. I could like dissolve a thing like a hole in the wall.
Wait, is this only like
My God.
Does this
And I
affect-
could time travel. Not time
Oh,
travel, but space travel. Oh,
What's the
Wait,
good
DM.
news?
Do you guys want the
Okay, so
good
what's
news
the
now?
Good news?
yes.
Yeah, what's the
I
good
have a
news?
question.
All right. Well, here. Huh? What's the question?
Question.
Does their flux thing, them losing all their ephemera, does that affect me?
Oh,
and...
did I? If I wasn't clear, all of you.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, this probably means it's affecting everyone in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, what's the good news?
Good news is you're no longer in the bar.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, okay.
Good
But also
news
sad
is
because this is going to be miserable.
you seem to be where you intended to go.
Seem to be.
And that being said, it's really, really cold.
Okay, well, I get to change my appearance, so I'm gonna look like an Eskimo.
Okay. It's really, really cold. It's snowing. You're on the side of a mountain. And unfortunately, our time has come to an end for today. And so for now, we have to
It
close
is.
the.
I stayed up way past my bedtime for this gun. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Late.
It's 12:30.
Yes.
So yeah.
I've been up since 4 a.m.
Hey, I'm really proud of you, and I really appreciate you staying up as late as you did. I'm letting you go to bed now. Do you want me to go? Do you want to keep going?
I want to know why we're on the mountain.
I guess you're gonna have to wait until next time. And
Okay, Dad.
It's
This is great.
We have a whole ass week.
I mean, I know.
I am salty.
I think we all are.